Hey guys, here we are again, Cheap Comic Collector and you. It's October 29th, it's a Tuesday, and it's episode 502. Today we're going to finish up looking at the box I started yesterday. We got kind of bogged down a little bit because the books were damaged. There's 3 or 4 here. I think there's 3 that actually had either panels clipped out or pages completely missing, like missing the centerfolds, that I won't be putting in the sale. So we've had to kind of page through the comics a little bit slower than we usually do just to make sure they're all there. So at least to start off, we're going to continue with that. And so let me take you up top. And we will do just that. So continuing on, yesterday we had some Charlton romance, some other kids' books, Dennis the Menace, things like that. And it looks like we're continuing on with a few kids' books. Got Andy Panda with Charlie Chicken using his ski equipment to roast a hot dog as he burns his skis. This is number 18 of Andy Panda from 1977. It's got the Richie Rich Made of Money Hostess Cupcakes ad. And you got Andy Panda and Charlie Chicken. It's all there. It's in somewhat decent shape. It's got some dirt and some folds and stuff in it, but it's in much, it's got quite a few spine ticks, but they're not, because of the color, they don't show up a whole lot. Looks like they're, no, that's just a line. Okay. So a little bit better condition, at least. It's still all there and connected. One thing as I was paging through that I wanted to notice, because I don't know who does the art on a lot of these stories, but to me, like this guy here, is drawn in the same style as the Pink Panther characters. So I'm thinking it's the same artist, whoever did the Pink Panther comics, but I could be wrong. Anyway, moving on, we have Beagle Boys. Got the Happy Birthday Mickey logo, which means it's from 1978. Got Captain America Hostess Twinkies ad. And it's pulling away from the staples a little, but it's still connected. Does have a huge tape snag in here, it looks like. And then a lot of spine ticks. So, unfortunately, the cover is in pretty bad shape. But it is still connected. And these look like all Vic Lockman stories in here to me. But it is complete. And here's a Daisy and Donald, number 43. Great big crease going through here, which is a very odd crease to have. Quite a few spine ticks in here, but seems like we've seen a similar cover to this where he's grabbing her and choking her, but this one he's just pulling on her bow. Oh, got Captain America Hostess Fruit Pies ad with Nick Fury. All right, well, it's a worn copy. I'd say that's average. Oh, here's a cool one. Super Friends, Whitman variant of number 14 from 1978. I will be keeping this one. Just because if it's a Super Friends I don't have, that's a run I'm trying to slowly put together. It will be the only, I think it's the only one in this box that I'll be keeping. Well, other than the incomplete issues, but that wasn't on purpose. And I wanted to look up, has the origin of the Wonder Twins in it, but this is number 14. I was wondering when the Wonder Twins first took over in the Super Friends comic from Wendy and Marvin. So I wanted to look and see if this was possibly the Wonder Twins' first appearance, but I don't think it is. It doesn't appear to be. We look at the cover gallery and see when they first showed up. Oh, pretty early, number 7. I think I have that one. I'm not sure if number 7 was their first appearance or not. It doesn't list them as their first appearance in Grand Comics database, but it does have them and Wendy and Marvin and the Superdog all in the same story. So that's interesting. And it's also the first appearance of a few of the Global Guardians, Seraph, Godiva, Impala, and Owlwoman. Excuse me, not in this one, but in number 7. So not sure if that's their first appearance or not. Definitely not in this one, but we have Treasure Chest from 1968, volume 23, number 17. And there's a story in this one called The Story of Patents. And so they're talking about inventions and how to get things patented and registered, your idea and stuff like that in the first story. And for some reason, that's the illustration they went with on the cover, because you look at this cover and you go, what the heck is going on? Well, the guy in the story invented a knife that can also be used as a scale, like a weight and balance, like the old scales where you had to move the pieces over to balance the scale and come up with a weight. So this knife acts in the same way. So what they're trying to do on the cover is weigh the fish. Why they would use that as the cover instead of like something from 49er Fever, where they're basically a Western with a wagon falling off a cliff, or ice skaters jumping through the air in this one, or so why the fish thing became the cover, I can't tell you. I do know that I looked at that cover and said, what the heck are they doing with that? But that's the last comic book in this box. But what we do have is some magazines. So let me make sure I'm on let me zoom out just a little bit. So we got Cracked magazine from 1979. This is 162. These will be in the sale, but I think I'm going to charge a little bit more than $2 for them, considering the price I paid. And to try and get my money back out of this box, since I had to take so many out for damage, and because these are worth, I mean, to me, I feel like these are worth more than $2. I don't know, especially with shipping, and it'll cost more to ship these anyway because they're bigger. Got to have a different size box, basically. But this is Crack Magazine number 162, 1979. Basically a competitor with Mad. You know, it's got a parody of Different Strokes in here by John Severin. Yeah, unfortunately they didn't give credits in the table of contents, so all you can do is go by whatever, if they signed it or not. But I assume this is, I mean, it could be Marie Severin. It could be, it's one of the Severins. Cracked Theory on the Relativity of Time. And this one is by Howard Nostrand. So very much like Mad Magazine, in case you're not familiar with Cracked. Cracked Look at a Golf Course by Don Orrick. Crack's playful ways to make work fun. Not seeing an artist signature on these. Sherlock Holmes and the Case of the Lifted Locket. Signed Mo Riarty, or Mo Riarty is the signature used, but I'm pretty sure that's also Severin, just the way it's signed. Correct. Interviews the Psychiatric King. Well, that's got to be Bill Ward. Yeah. Didn't realize. I guess I would have seen these before I knew who Bill Ward was a long time ago. I wonder if Grand Comics Database lists credits for these. Let's see, Cracked number 162. Well, here's a surprise. Oh, wait. Okay. Interesting. So the cover is done by Catherine Severin. It's actually signed right there, which I didn't notice. But the Different Strokes story is signed by done by John Severin. And then let's see if I'm right about the Sherlock Holmes story. Yes, also done by John Severin. So I thought it was the same style. So yeah, these will be in the sale, but they're going to be more than $2. Here's Cracked Collector's Edition, appropriate for Halloween, September 1979. Monster House Gallery, and this cover is cool. It does have tears and things down here, unfortunately. It's beat up a little bit, but this cover, I'm going to slowly try and scan this cover so you can see all the details of the monsters at play on their summer picnic or whatever it is they're doing. So fun stuff. And a lot of this is movie stills with just word balloons put in there. Let's see. No, Martha, you can't go back. I don't care if you did leave your autographed picture of Tom Jones in the house. They're fleeing Godzilla and King Kong. I'm sorry, Al, but you know how hard it is getting a blind date for you? We got King Kong's boyhood. Some more photos with captions. Vampires of the World. The Search for Bigfoot. The Talking Blob. If Frankenstein's Monster did guest appearances on TV by Howard Nostrid. So we got If He Was in the Waltons, The $6 Billion Man, Laverne and Shirley, Good Times, Dynamite, and Happy Days. And some more. I like doing these photo captions. A monster is born. All right, well, those are fun. And here's another Cracked, number 166. This one's got Laverne and Shirley. This one's in a little bit better shape. No tears in this one. It's got a Jimmy Carter mask. And it also has the back of the mask. Oh, there is a tear in the back. Darn it. Big tear right there. Oh, we won't flip through all of these. I want to try and get done within a half hour this time. Here's a Cracked Win the Mistakes on this cover contest. 25 big prizes. See back cover. And there's on the back cover. First prize, a television recorder. So I guess that would be a VCR. Second and third prizes, exciting Atari TV games. And fourth to 25th prizes, 1 year subscriptions to the world's most humorous, funny magazine, Cracked. This is a prize? No. That's me saying that. So you do have a wraparound cover with all the mistakes that you can find, I guess. It says there's a giant poster. I don't know if... Oh, there we go. The Cracked Public Service Eye Test. Say each of the words below as loudly as you can. Balloon, asparagus, Constantinople, remarkable. Now look around. If you see people in every direction staring at you, your eyesight is fine. All right, that's silly. The Incredible Shrunken Woman. When Hollywood totally takes over Washington, you know you're unpopular if. All right, well, I don't really want to go through all of these, but you probably need to if you want to see if you want it or not. Just kind of look through and see if there's any more. Yeah, let's say, I wanted to see if there was a Bill Ward story in this one. There is. And here is the biggest, greatest cracked from 1981 special annual humor explosion. Play the exciting non-electronic electronic game complete in this issue. Extra bonus, Crack's fishing game kit. You really fish. So there's a stain right here where not sure what that's from. It kind of looks like somebody had because it's yellowed around it. Also, it looks almost like somebody had a cigarette sitting on it, and somebody tried cleaning it off. Got a Severin cover, and then you got all these game parts, including instructions for your how to play your non-electronic non-game game, or whatever it was called. Got different strokes again. I wonder if that's the same story and they just reprinted it in the annual. Yep. Same story. Ready? Got Peanuts, Charlie Brown, and Lucy making a cameo there. Star Treks. If real life were like the movies. Cracked Guide to Hockey. The Country Blues. Preview of Crack's new TV season. You know it's not your day when you get fixed up with a last-minute blind date and she turns out to be your ex-wife. Yeah, that's probably not a good thing. Cracked interviews the Supermarket King. And the Cracked fishing game kit is in the back. Right. And then we got some Mad, too. Mad number 207 from 1979. Got a little bit of a spine split. Well, yeah, there's one at the little one at the top, but then there's a big one at the bottom. It rips into the back page. Covers by Bob Jones. That's not me. Just saying. Abominable House. Got lots of little, the little border drawings by Sergio. Don Martin, Department, early one morning south of the border. Parents are unconstitutional. The lighter side of neighbors. And somebody wrote in pen inside the letters. I don't know why people do that. That seems to be something that pops up quite often. That's not something I would have ever done as a child. I'm not saying I wouldn't have drawn on a comic book, but I would not have done that. Did you ever notice that some of the very same people who preach patriotism and liberty and the flag and the Constitution thinks it's perfectly okay for the CIA to spy on Americans? Here, right? Spy versus spy. Reject UFOs. And you got the man folding. Mad. Number 209, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, Mork and Mindy. Let's take a look. Invasion of the Booty Snatchers. What year was this from? 1979. Lighter side of inadequacy. More Mad Medals. Mad's Judge of the Year. Exciting tricks turtles can do. Spy versus spy. Mad assortment of exposed jocks. Schmork and Windy. Nanu, nanu, I'm Schmork from Pork. My planet is far more advanced than yours. On Pork, it's already 2179 AD. And the Mad fold in once again. Mad Super Special from 1998. Mad Super Special pets, cats, dogs, fish, and other things that stink up your house. Well, this one's got nice, much whiter pages, I guess because it's newer. But also does not seem to have the classic features, or perhaps these are reprints, I don't know. But it's got wrinkles. It's all wrinkly up here, like it was exposed to water damage or something at some point. That bites. And so does Godzilla in Mad, number 370. This one's from 1998 as well, so nice white pages. This one doesn't have the wrinkling, so that's good. actually advertising the super special in this one. Got silly. It was the Beast of Times. Got silly. Oh, instead of Godzilla. Okay, got silly. I'm like, what is that? Trying to figure out what they were supposed to be trying to rip on. Oh, we got a subscription card. Oh, looks like the guy that was doing the lighter side is still around at this date. Spy versus Spy. And some more Godzilla in the back. All right, well, the earlier ones definitely look a lot more interesting than the later ones. Here's Crack Collector's Edition from 1981. Shut Ups. This is, I don't see a number. Oh, there it is, 41. And then there is, this is the coolest one to me. This is the one I was considering just keeping. It has the Empire Strikes Back on it. It does have some wear and stuff on it, but it's got a bigger picture on the inside of the cover. So this is basically the middle of this larger poster. This is the front, this is the back. If I hold it like this, you can kind of see it, maybe. The Empire Strikes Out. So I don't know if the Star Wars issues of like Mad and Cracked and stuff like that are worth any more. They probably are to Star Wars collectors. But Cracked World of Vacations. At the beach, if Ronald Reagan becomes president. Ronald Reagan did become president. And then you got a Bill Ward story in the back. So looks like a pretty good issue. Here's Mad number 212 from 1980. Got some foldovers up here at the top, and not the good kind. Just, and there's some staining down here. So there's some water damage on here on the cover. That's not, you couldn't really see either, unfortunately. So some staining on the front of that one. Here is Mad number 213 from 1980. Looks like they're poking fun at Moonraker and Rocky 2. Moneyraker. Don Martin looks at Dracula. There we go, another Halloween story. He pops in on this bank robber, and the bank robber says, "Phew, for a second there, I thought you were Batman." And the some juvenile delinquents have sprayed graffiti all over his coffin in that one. All right, Mad's Religion Promoter of the Year. Mad look at the silent thinking audience. A mad look at the changing tools of education. The lighter side of the competition. More mad medals. Guess that was a continuing feature for a while. And Rockhead 2. And let's see, the prophetic issue, Mad Magazine shortage coming, hoard this issue. From 1981, number 221. One thing for these is they sure crammed a lot of stuff in them. I mean, they're really not all that thick, but there's a lot of material in here. Don Martin looks at the Hulk. Too bad it's not in color. For that one, anyway. Don't need color on most of it, but that one would have been kind of cool. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when I was a kid, I skipped all of this text, all the kind of text article type things like these, and just read the comics, the actual comic panels. Crapper John, MD. And some more giant cracked fun kit in case of fire, break glass. Make your own newspaper headlines. Easy to do, complete kit in this issue. And somebody actually filled out the intelligent test. Brittany Edema's favorite food is watermelon. And it says she was born in 2000, but this is from 1981. So this may be a third or fourth handed copy. Here's the, I guess, make your own newspaper headlines kit. And one last issue, we have the Cracked Jaws 2. Says it has a free Shark Jaws t-shirt iron-on look inside, but don't think that's going to... Oh, it is still here. What do you know? How to use your correct iron-on. Roll the dice and move the amount of spaces. Whoops, sorry, wrong directions. Remove iron-on page carefully from magazine. Using a dry iron at wool temperature settings, test a scrap of the fabric you wish to use to make sure it can take this degree of heat. If you're one of our younger readers, have an adult help. I wonder if this would really work. What's it says? Smile, you're on candid camera. All right, you can see where the red has, over time, has worn into the page over here on the Bill Ward story. And there it is, Jaws 2. You know you're a skateboard freak when you never let a few scratches stop you from skateboarding. Your idea of skateboard safety is having your blood type on your t-shirt. Odd jobs for Star Wars stars. Darth Vader Taylor. Darth Vader Barber. Darth Vader Butcher. R2-D2 Garbage Disposal. R2-D2 the Jukebox. R2-D2 Parking Meter. That would be cool. C-3PO Pro Football Player. Chewbacca Nightclub Bouncer. Ben Kenobi Santa Claus. Family Feud. And the Bill Ward Cracked interviews the Publicity King. And that's it for the magazines in the box. So, like I said, these will be in the sale, but they're probably going to be a little bit more than $2. I'll probably put them at $3 just so I can try and recoup my money from this box that was a bit of a disappointment. But still, there's some interesting things in there. Have a great day, everybody. Hope to see you again tomorrow. And man, we went 43 minutes again off. That means we did like 80 minutes just on this one box between the two episodes. That's crazy. All right. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Have a good day.